All right, good morning. I had a class last night. When I got home, sitting on my desk, a surprise. This is a little package from Chris White from VSU Sports. Nice surprise. So what is in this? I have some guesses. I think um obviously I think the boxers for our game. Um, Remember, I've allowed Chris to license my Big Country boxing engine. Of course, he's got his own version of those charts, 15 round charts, etc. Uh, so very cool, right? He uses a different rating system for his game, but it's the same concept. So we kind of share that uh, the pro boxing, quick boxing game. So I think there'll probably be some boxers in here, which would be cool. Um, I can't dream the dream that I would get. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I can't dream the dream that I'd be getting, World Football or CFL, but it's a surprise. It's very kind. Heck, it cost him $11 just to mail this thing to me. So there are some great people out there, and Chris is one of them. Uh, there we go. Holy cow. So this is all-time welterweights. What the hell? He's got, I didn't know he even had, oh, Manny Pacquiao. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Vladimir. Are you shitting me? So he got more done. I thought he only had heavyweights of the 70s done. Heavyweights of the 2000s. Holy, holy, holy. So see, he didn't tell me he had any of this done. I thought he only had that all-time heavyweight 70s done. Oh my God, all-time featherweights. Are you So see, he kept this, he played this close to the vest. So I thought he was going to send me the all-time 70s heavies. This is the featherweights. Are you shitting me? Look at this. This is Willie Pep, baby. His cards are phenomenal. Oh my God. I'm gonna have every boxer I could ever want on planet Earth for my own game. This is so sweet. Rocky, Kansas, lightweights, all-time lightweights. Oh my God, folks. Um, all-time heavyweights. Here we go. There he is, Muhammad Ali. Oh my God. And he's got little bags for him. It's beautiful. He did a brilliant job. And then we've got last but not least, oh, middleweights. So welterweights and middleweights are my favorite. Welterweights probably is my favorite weight because it houses some of my favorite boxers of all time. But middleweights, my favorite boxer, I've talked about this before, ad infinitum, um, is Hagler. Hagler, Alexis Arguello. Those are some of my favorites. Oh no, and it looks like he did not. Oh no, it looks like he sent me an Apple football set. Oh my God, I'm scared to open it, dude. He would not have been so kind, very generous. Chris, thank you, my friend. I'm not even going to open it. So what could it be? Could it be Canadian? Could it be WFL? Dude, that's amazing. Or could it be something else entire? It may not even be a season set for Apple. Wow. We live in a world of creative, imaginative, kind people, right? Never forget that. In a world full of 7 billion people, 8 billion people, some of which can't seem to get on about anything in the world. But then when you look around your neighborhoods and your communities, your families, you find there's a hell of a lot of good people out there, right? More so than our political systems would like us to believe. We probably see more eye to eye and get along more than we realize, right? Machiavellian, what happens in our political systems, right? It's Machiavellian. Divide and conquer, baby. It's an old adage, and I think that's exactly what's happening in our mass media and our politics. Amazing, man. I've had some gifts, a friend sent me gifts of USFL and 1932. It's unbelievable. And now Chris sending me this, very, very kind. And I can't believe it. Uh, when I said to Chris, feel free to make your version and make boxers for it. It's awesome. And I told him he didn't have to pay me anything. He didn't have to share any percentage of revenue. So in a way, this is worth more than that would be to me to have all of these boxers made. I mean, I would for my own game anyway, but it's I can't afford it. So this is amazing. So, all right, I'm sure we're all dying to know what's in these boxes. So let's find out. If it's baseball, I'm gonna be heartbroken. No, I'm kidding. I know all you baseball fans out there. Oh man, let's see. What is this? Or is this quick play? Oh no, he didn't. Oh my God, Chris, that's amazing. Are these in plastic? Holy shit, these cards are in plastic. Oh my God, Chris has upped his game, brother. Chris has upped his game. Oh my God. What the hell? How did Chris do this? All right, I don't know what he's charging for these sets. Wow, unbelievable. People are so kind. Look at this, but I got to tell you something. Chris has upped his game. He has sent me the CFL. Man, I don't know what to say, Chris. Thank you. I'll be sending you a gift, right? Look at that, 1978 Winnipeg Blue Bombers. But I want you to see he's put every single card in plastic. These are laminated in plastic. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I honestly do not know what he's charging for these. No, they're not laminated. You can take them out. Oh, that's unbelievable. These are little sleeves for every football player. Oh my God, look at this. So there's Winter Peg as I have a friend that I've met recently through another friend, and he emailed me a very kind email sharing some things with me a while back. And he called it, we have a mutual friend in Winter Peg. And again, Canada's always like winter peg. I think Canada isn't Canadian. I think Canada's French for winter, right? Cold. Canadian is like rinse for cold is well digger's butt, right? I think it's what Canada's means in French, right? Cold as hell, right? Oh my God, dude. Chris, I'm telling you, thank you so much, my friend. This is hundreds of dollars of stuff. I don't know what to say. I mean, I order from him and I will order stuff in the future. So it's so wonderful. Oh, look at this, Saskatchewan. Now this is back before they changed any of those wow. Look at, I mean, I can't believe and Chris, I talked to him on the phone a couple weeks ago. And he had said that, he cuts all these cards himself. Um, so again, when people wonder why price, I mean, this stuff isn't even automated that I'm aware of that's cut, which means he also had to put these cards in a plastic envelope. Um, unless he's got some labor force working for him, which he might, Chris might have a whole army of people working for him. Wow. And the quality of the cards, it's just beautiful, man. It's got I don't have my reading glasses on. Fifth place, their record. Oh, wow, dude. And he put their score per game, their points per game, and their points per game defense on here. Canadian Football League. Masterwork. Masterwork. It's oh, whoops. Masterwork. Okay. So this must be five of the teams, and then the other four are the other box. This is wow. So I've made the Canadian charts, the full and simple solo charts. I sent those to Chris via PDF email. I told him feel free to make these charts beautiful and provide them. as a, with all of his sets if he wants to. He has not told me whether what he's going to do or if he's just going to leave those charts, Um, so I'm not certain if he picked 78 or if he has a client that ordered 78. I'm not certain if he picked 1978 or again, or if somebody ordered this because so the way Chris works, you can order, custom jobs, and then he makes those. Once he does all that work, he puts all that new stuff in his catalogs. So then we're all capable of enjoying what other people have asked for, right? And then I think some of he obviously makes for himself, and he obviously tries to pick something that'll be popular, right? Smart man, right? And you don't want to make seasons nobody cares about. You know what it takes time making every season. It takes time and work. Montreal, baby. The Alouettes. Wow. I can't believe they're all in their own plastic envelope. That's unbelievable. Dude, coffee. Uh, so yeah, I got home and I was tempted to do this last night, but I was tired and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. I knew I would be up early with coffee. And then we have the Ottawa Rough Riders. Funny thing about the CFL is there were two Rough Riders teams, right? The Ottawa Rough Riders and the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Now I think they're the Ottawa Red Blacks, I think is what they're called now, the Red Blacks. Um, every team in every league has suffered some changes in names, like the Elks. It used to be the Eskimos. Somehow that is a derogatory term. I don't know why, but it's a new world. It's a new world where words are offensive, and I get it. I mean, I am not insensitive. Wow, and BC. Okay, so BC is huge. Did he give me two sets of BC? My land, BC is like double. That's BC. So I think he messed up and gave me two sets of BC. One, two, three, four. This would be five. There should be four more teams in the other box, and nine. I'm afraid I think he doubled up BC. So Chris may have given me two sets of this. And BC. Yeah, he probably gave me two sets of BC, and I'm probably missing a team. That's okay. This is a lot of work, dude. And he has to pack all this stuff and ship all this stuff. Let me double check to see if I've got two sets. Bear with me here. Because I think I do. Frank Landy. See if there's another Frank Landy in here. Frank Olivar. Nope. Nope. It's just a big ass team. Doug Seymour. Man, this is gonna and look, I mean, I'm telling you, the quality of these cards, man, they fit beautifully. He frames them. They've got their defensive tackle for was it D and QS3, BC Lions. And his injury rating, 78 border around the cards to 78. And then, of course, our PRN numbers, our run pass kick numbers. It's amazing. No, it is not two. It's just that BC, for some reason, appears to be a slightly larger group of people. Maybe BC was decimated by injury or, these aren't duplicated. So that's amazing. Wow. BC Lions. Wow. Dude. Unbelievable. So next I'll be ordering World Football League from him. See, that's how I pay back uh, for such generosity. I'll order his WFL set. Um, the best compliment is to do business with people. It's to, the best thing you can do is, do business with people. So that's what I'll do. It's the best thank you. It's the best compliment one can get. Man, Calgary's got a big team too, though. Is that just Calgary? Lordy. So why do some of these teams double the size? That's Calgary. Now, it's partially that big because they're in these plastic, individually sheathed in envelopes. Dude, Chris, it's amazing. I hope you charge for these plastic things too when you make them, if people ask for them. See if this is a doubled set. Dang. It's not a doubled set. Unbelievable. So for some reason, BC and Calgary filled it a lot more guys. And Canada wasn't in a war in 1978, so they wouldn't have had guys, you know, off at war and then came home, right? Canadian ending the shortest war in history, right? Started in March and they ended it before the season was over and all those guys returned. So you end up with double guys, right? Maybe Calgary and BC went to war in 78 and ended up with basically rosters, guys returning. So you gotta put them in the set. Diehard historians want all those players. It's unbelievable the number of players on some of these teams. Edmonton, here we go. So for some reason, and I'm not certain, again, I'm ignorant about what Eskimos means. I just always thought it meant it was so I can understand. Again, I'm ignorant. Eskimos might be derogatory. I don't know, but they're now the Elks, right? So again, I don't know. Eskimos could be as bad as implied, right? Uh, with change, Rough Riders changed, I think, because let's face it, it's pretty confusing um, to have two Rough Riders teams. However, Red Blacks, I don't know what that refers to, but oh look, oh dude, and he's giving me his VSU 1970. Oh yeah, and he did tell me that when people now buy a football set, he's going to include with it his quick play version of football. I forgot that he told me that. So when you order like the 78 set of CFL, you're going to get his fast play version too, so you can play games quickly that aren't your favorite teams. Edmonton, Winnipeg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, all 9 teams are here. Dude, that is beautiful. Edmonton, um, Ottawa, Winnipeg. All right, so that is a great idea. And he has quick play baseball, quick play bowling, quick play. So I'm assuming when you order like a baseball set of Apple cards, he'll be giving you a VSU version of baseball too. I don't know, but that is so cool. So Chris he's got a hell of a service going, and he's just improved the quality of value of every order if he's also giving you his quick play game with it, right? Um, or at least the teams. I don't know if he gives the card. You probably have to still get the on how to play because I don't see the rule card here. But I own quick play. I own his quick play football game. So Hamilton Tiger Cats, fantastic, unbelievable. I really can't get over it. And again, you can see this set of cards is pretty dense, but not near as dense as Calgary and BC. My God. And then, of course, last but not least, Toronto Argonauts. So cool, man. So cool. Fourth place, 4-12, 14.6 in Canadian football. Not a good year for Toronto. Hamilton scored 14 points. They were 5-10-1, scored 14 a game. Not a good year for Hamilton. The Eskimos, first place, 10-4-2, 10-4-2, scored 28 a game and gave up 18-8. That's sweet. Those numbers would reflect today's NFL for a championship quality team. 28.3 points a game, giving up 18.8. That in today's modern NFL, just those two numbers would make them a potential championship contender, right? Sweet. Montreal 6-7-1, 8-7-1. 20.7 and 18.4. Montreal is competitive, but lit right on there at 500. They played 16 games that year too, which is sweet. So this is the same as the NFL. Canada went to 18 games at some point. Saskatchewan was at 6-4-11-1, scored 20.6, gave up 28.7. So this team does not like to play defense. Saskatchewan. Ottawa, the Rough Riders were 11-5, scored 20, almost 25 points, gave up only 16. Wow, 16, baby. Sweet Rough Riders. Calgary, sister city of the home I was born and reared in, Calgary. I was born and raised in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and growing up, um, we'd always heard that, again, same thing, Colorado Springs on the east side of the Rocky Mountains. You know, you follow the Rocky Mountains up into Canada. So I always thought of Calgary as kind of our Canadian brethren, right? Calgary being a lot like, look at this. I cannot get over that number of players. It's just, I'm gonna have to ask Chris. I have to write Chris and say, dude, why did Calgary have so many players in '78? 6-4-3. Holy shit, that's a rugby. That's a soccer or rugby line. 23.8 and 19.4. So Calgary um, just didn't put anybody away. And they like to tie, man. They're playing rugby games. Uh, Canadian football is probably the closest. I mean, when they went, because it used to be CFL. One reason why this league is so much older than the NFL is they were playing of rugby and kind of transitioned into Canadian football. So there's no doubt that their league's roots were rugby, and they transformed into, I don't know all the details, but I found an old video on YouTube where they called themselves at the time the Canadian Football and Rugby League. So they were clearly a rugby league, I think, before they transformed into their version of football. And again, BC, same thing as Calgary. That's giant, man. That's like two teams. BC was 7-7-2, 22.4, 19.3. And then last but not least, Winnipeg. I think, didn't Winnipeg win the championship last year in real life? I want to say the Blue Bombers or the Alouettes. Was it the Alouettes maybe that won? I can't remember. These guys were 9-7, 22.2 and 21.8. Yep, the borderline right on the verge of a 500 football team. Boy, I cannot wait to play Canadian football with the APA engine. The APA engine is brilliant. These will be compatible with my APA football game, and it'll also be compatible with my fast action, my simple solo charts, as well as my Canadian simple solo charts. I made those charts solely in anticipation that I was going to buy this set. And also because to be honest, again, I've been watching a lot of Canadian football, at least the highlights. I can't see the games completely. I know they're free via their app, completely free to watch the CFL games on their app. The problem is I can't remember when they're on to sit down at my computer and watch a game of football, which is not ideal. But I watch the CFL highlights on the YouTube channel, and dude, it's just so much fun to see that. And now, of course, Chris has added his VSU version of the teams for these sets. So cool. Chris, thank you, my friend. I owe you. I'll send you a gift of all of my sports books. I think I have 5 published sports books now. So I'll send you a little box, so you'll have all of my sports books for what they're worth, man. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.